Hey guys, my name is Liu, a recording hip-hop artist, software engineer, and tech enthusiast. I talk about a variety of topics in the tech scene, from technical content like how best to build an API today, to more general stuff like crypto and blockchain. But the main question is, what should you specialize in? Before we talk about this, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this content with people that might find it beneficial. I know you've got that cousin and niece and nephew or whatever that you know would find this content useful. So please do not just keep it to yourself, but share, and let's educate each other one person at a time. I've been coding now for about 12 years across a variety of different fields such as fintech, health, agriculture, insurance, backend, mobile, front end, server, architecture, you name it, I have done it. But should you have to wait that long to be effective if you're starting out today? Certainly not. So when I was getting started, we had to do a general IT education so that you could be as effective in as many disciplines in that field. Certainly in my home country, that is true. Today, because tech is so widespread and ubiquitous, there are literally mini industries springing up every day that were not even a thing when I first learned how to code in Visual Basic. So I would 100% encourage you, if you're just starting off today, to pick one of many of these disciplines in tech so that you could be really good at them. I belong to the family of careers in tech called software engineering, which is basically building the apps, the mobile applications, the websites, the backend servers that power your favorite apps. That is, when you press the like button or the heart button, I don't know what it's called, on Instagram, somebody has to keep that record in the database somewhere and update your general profile as to what you're into. Even still, you could be a blockchain engineer, a virtual reality developer, a IoT specialist. I mean, all in software engineering. You could pick technology specializations depending on what you're passionate in. Another thing you could become is a data scientist. This is a really cool career path for folks who like working with numbers and data in general, but are limited to what Excel has to offer. As a data scientist, you would be making sense of large amounts of data generated by your company to extract meaning, visualizations, predictions even from those data sets using your knowledge of a specific domain as well as your statistics skills. Another career you could build around is cloud computing, infrastructure reliability, and DevOps. In a nutshell, this has to do with the hardware that runs the software that powers your apps or your enterprise solutions at your company or your startup. Traditionally, this hardware would sit physically in the server room. I'm sure you've heard of that very cold room where the IT guys spend all their time in. But more and more these days, that has moved to the cloud, which is just bigger server rooms that are owned by Amazon or Google or Microsoft. How do you ensure that the hardware resources are adequate for the traffic that is accessing your application? How do you ensure that communication between different types of servers is seamless? If an update in software needs to be made, how quickly can that update be deployed to your infrastructure without causing downtime to your user? These are the type of questions that cloud engineers and DevOps people will generally be answering. And folks who traditionally enjoyed systems administration and computer networking would definitely enjoy this career path. Cybersecurity and forensics is another hot career path that you could take today. With all our data being kept online these days, somebody has to ensure that the bad guys are not gaining access. And if you like those hacking scenes in movies, then you could give this career path a shot, because you would be known as what's called a white hat hacker. That is somebody who's trying to penetrate networks, but for good and not for harm. You could also be a product manager at your workplace. That is somebody who determines and develops specific features of a product and determines what next to build in that specific product. So a product like Instagram could have a feature like stories, and there could be a product manager who owns or manages the stories feature. They're not an engineer or data scientist or cloud person, but they're sort of a general purpose person who understands user behavior and understands a little bit of all of these things to come up with the perfect product. That is from figuring out what next to build, talking to data scientists to look at the data of user behavior, to validating the next idea or trialing the next feature in a specific region, to collaborating with engineers to actually implement that feature. That is pretty much what a product manager would be doing. Kind of like what Steve Jobs was doing. I could go on and on about the different specializations in tech, but I just wanted to give you a picture of what is available to specialize in today that may match your personality type, and also what demand for talent is available in your area. There is enough tech specializations for everyone out there. It's just a matter of sieving through it. A lot of people get put off by tech sometimes because maybe they got introduced to something that just might not be scratching their itch. If you look around and use some of this information, maybe you could find something that will make you truly happy and will allow you to transition into tech. Comment below if there are other areas that you would like me to talk about more, or if there's something that I missed or something that you may want me to clarify more about.